Thursday, return pickup 3 VP was at the Rocky Mountain Cadet Training Center. I got Yan, our bus section SME on cruisers in front of me, driving like Yan does. I got hung up on traffic getting out on Valor Road on base, so he got a bit ahead of me. So I got to do my favorite thing, which is let's play catch up. Yan tends to go, hey, how fast can I go to get from here to there? I tend to go the long game. Keep it as steady as I can. Allow the slowdowns to keep him within reach of me. Slowly reel him in. It was raining in Edmonton, and looks like we're starting to get a bit of clear as we're about the halfway to Calgary. And I get to stare at the Canada flagged, watermark flag bus in front of me. I usually keep this distance, more than enough room for a double tractor trailer to fit in if need be. I've got nobody behind me, and I expect Yan will stop at some point for the bathroom. I'll probably leapfrog him then and take the windy road, single lane wooden bridge across my recently favorite gorge and do the pickup. Day started about 5:30 this morning. Get on base, run the bus. Yan showed up, did his thing. Off we go. Yay. Do like the job though. Alright, covered local weather. Let's go Alberta politics. I've said often and before, stop getting emotionally involved in breaking news. The whole separation petition, it's no longer a referendum. Lord knows the last bit for those who want to leave haven't and won't anytime soon be certified. So as I've covered before, we got that smorgasbord of questions put out by Smith, ostensibly to appease elements that also, unforeseen consequences, pissed off more than a few of the harder right. And she is dealing with the repercussions of it. Meanwhile, our healthcare system kind of sucks. Teachers having problems. People are rage baiting over the whole LGBTQ, whatever you want to add to the acronyms, because frankly, I really don't care. I have my preferences, but when I've seen how zealous people are with their belief system, I just pull myself back. You have fun with that. I'll take whatever the consensus is and go with that. Okay, so where we're at. I am kind of amused that a lot of people are falling into the Canadian light version of influencers. More than a few of them have got grifter written all over them, and they only put out what gets them the most clicks and likes. Covered a few months back, me noticing how many bots and foreign nationals are getting involved in this. Some of them got very pure motives. Many of them just looking for clicks and likes. Damn! Aren't we a predictable species? Then again, the crowds at the Coliseum are entertaining. Nationally, still letting that play out. I'm not on the Carnage Carney platform. He's not doing a bad job. I'm still not a fan of the Liberals. They should have been put out after their first term under sock puppet, but they weren't. You're one wondering why, I'll tell you right now, it's not because the left is stupid. From my perspective, the right went, hold my beer, and started following what they've been following the last decade. And enough of the centric people looked at both the left and the right, and we wound up with 3 more elections. Meanwhile, the conservatives gone through getting rid of Scheer, stuck on PP, who I've said before, never really minded the man, but at the same time, after 4 kicks of the can, I get why he's going after the demographics he's going for, but it ain't really working for him, is it? Before you get triggered, and yeah, I'm thinking of boarding a few people I know to go, yeah, but remember this, I've only voted conservative before in my life, but recently that's only to get the existing government out of power. I am getting so tired of people getting their pensions just because they whisper sweet nothings into the voters' ears to get more than the next guy to get into power. Yet that is our system in a country I call my own, and I accept that. Democracy truly is the worst form of government, except for all those others that get tried time to time. And considering that I've watched more than a few people I know and who have served going down, yeah, I can't wait till we separate, I'm getting... Yeah, okay, wait a second. Most of you are living off a Government of Canada pension, either VAC-related or CPP, toss in the rest of it. More than a few of you, that's your entire family's income. What do you think's going to happen to the benefits put out if the country implodes? Oh, absolutely nothing. You've got it all figured out. Yeah, I'm glad you do. But again, not happening. Does make for entertainment though, getting those clicks and likes, and we move along our merry way as a species, as a nation, as a province. Fun times. Have I mentioned I really enjoy being able to express myself verbally in the manner my mind tends to work? And yeah, I have noticed a difference. Hopefully you have too. So to summarize that, yeah, Alberta isn't going anywhere. However, there might be some good coming out of this, and I'm kind of actually looking forward to the mental gymnastics as folks justify what they've done or not done. It's being righteous. Yeah, okay. Still don't care. Said often enough outside of voting. I absolutely don't care. Put whoever you want into power. I just need to understand the way things are working, and I'll adjust my sails accordingly rather than go, I want my way! Well, I'll stop being foolish. South of the border, well, that's fun. I won't say the Iran thing's done yet. There's many ways Sunday can go sideways. I've only took a few offhand comments in threads, an environment I'm still not familiar with, and the odd one in the typical groups I haunt now on Meta, aka Facebook. Have gotten better at picking up on people's predictive arguments though. Be better than I got. Really, I wasn't trying to give anything other than point out, yeah, I'm not dancing to their tune because they're not even addressing any of the salient points that I brought up. All kinds of technical, psychological terms for that type of arguments. More than a few of them, you can pick one and still be absolutely correct. Okay, whatever. Usually used by people who love the term sheep and throw tard on a bunch of other derogatory terms, like that lady with Frank's Red Hot. Yay. So anyways, I do find it amusing that for over a decade there was a big brouhaha over Obama and the 1 point whatever billion pallets full of cash given to Iran. Yeah, memory serves, that original money was on a weapons purchase that was never followed through because the Shah of Iran fell, and interest accrued over 40 years, brought it up to 1 billion. Negotiations to get the nuclear restriction deal that Obama did with Iran, that was being followed up to a large extent and being verified until it got canceled as being a bad deal by old 45 at the time, who now is 47. Yay, that didn't really work out in the long run. And now there's that whole 300 billion being bantered around. That's just for reconstruction. That's not the whole money package that's going out. That's if it goes through. Because in order for it to go through, Israel's got to be a good boy. Gee, they've been behaving well recently, haven't they? Not to mention the ammo resupply stockpile. Won't say it's empty, but the low battery light is absolutely on. And gee, what are the price points for that? Go figure. So, silly question. My understanding is Vance actually did the physical signing for the memo of understanding. Vice Trump, who really loves to have his name on everything, even if the courts tell him later that he has to remove it. I get it. It's his personality, and I get it. He actually got voted in. And that's all I'm touching on that. Too funny though. So, outside of the question of the signature, it is still only a memo, and the whole idea is if those main conditions that were signed for aren't met, that 300 billion is part of it, the Israeli playing nice is part of it, it may go through, may not. Still brings up the question for depleted national stockpiles of reserve oil that a vast majority of the world is now experiencing, which will affect long-term gas prices. Yeah, my middle of July benchmark, root marker, still active. Stuff I pay attention to. But, and I do love the irony, Ukraine has now leveraged itself into a better position to be able to do Patriot manufacturing within its borders under license. Oh, that opened up a whole new facet of what's going on. And on top of that, frankly, old 47's looking for a win. Now, smart money, no, not smart money. The most obvious choice would be, hey, let's sort out Ukraine. Yeah, there are a few other issues that go with that one, so it may not be the go-to response, although I think a bit more of Congress starting to wake up to the fact that they need to start pushing back. How many remains to be seen, because they're stuck in the same trap of appeasing voters to keep themselves in so that they can make the money that they do. Truly is the worst form of government. But that does put a watermark bullseye on the Cuba as a backup. I need a win before midterms. President of Peace, who wants a peace prize and started the Board of Peace, as in B-O-R-E-D. 14 minutes. And I just summarized my understanding of what's going on. And it's by no means exhaustive. As a reminder, watch much TV. I am still the news hound that I used to be when I show up to work with 2 newspapers. However, to deal with my mental health and tinnitus, I got into listening originally Howard Stern, the radio, etc., and then I moved on to podcasts. My podcasts are a bit more selective than most people I'm aware of. And I've covered them before. That's where I get a lot of my information from, and I still read the print version online. Most news outlets, be they MSN, Legacy, or especially the international, I've got a few key players I tend to follow. I still watch the polarized ones. If you want to go extremes, you can pick Fox, you can pick CNN, you can pick CBC. Everybody's love the hate child. Doesn't matter. All of those extremes put their political spin on it, and I've never had an issue in taking out factual information common to all, remove the spin, and make my own decision on what's going on. Coupled with, I don't react emotionally to breaking news, and I fully understand that a lot of the initial assessments and understandings will either be completely wrong, lack enough context to form opinion, or be weaponized because of the other 2 points that I just brought up. And I don't play that game. Or I've learned not to better. Alright, give you a view of what I'm looking at as I'm just rambling here. And I'll shut this one down soon. I've got about another 2 hours or just under 2 hours before I get to the camp. Shouldn't be doing any videos on my return route. Not quite up to the point of having an audience other than family or people who intrude on spaces I typically work out at. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Smoking Pit at Transport. All right, you have a good day.